Hey everyone, we are going to do our final review assignment, grammar and composition, work text 4, page 230, 231, and 232. All right, so let's jump right in and get this knocked out. Start our summer. Here we go. Okay, so I've got page 230 showing, and we've already done number 1. It says underline the subjects once, the linking verbs twice. Draw a circle around the predicate adjectives. We can do that. So, subjects once, verbs twice, circle around predicate adjectives. Stephanie is the subject. She was is the verb. Predicate adjective describes what she was. The Lord is slack describes what the Lord is. We don't underline not because not is never a verb. Not is an adverb. It's the adverb that turns a verb negative, if that makes sense. But you don't have to remember anything other than not is not a verb. Okay? Canadian winters, so winters is the subject. Are is the verb. There's 2 predicate adjectives, long and cold. Nose will feel cold and moist. Philip would be wise describes Philip. The Lord is righteous and holy. Conscience is fearful, uneasy. Just like we said, not is not a verb. Always is an adverb describing how often is, if that makes sense. So always is an adverb as well. King Hezekiah's work was good and right. Name is better. Doctor is a direct address. You are, and then certain describes you. Let me check that to make sure. That is correct. Thousands, not of workers, because that's a prepositional phrase. Thousands are dependent. The bridge appeared strong and safe. Arguments, sounds. Now remember, look, appear, see, taste, feel, smell, sound, look, appear, become, seem, grow, remain, stay are all verbs that can be either linking or action. And if you can exchange the word for a linking verb, then it is a linking verb. So you could say his argument is reasonable, and that would mean the same thing as his argument sounds reasonable. So therefore, this is a linking verb, and reasonable is a predicate adjective. The colors were somber. All right. There's that. Let's move on to the next page. Okay, on this page, we've done number 1 and 2. Identify the verbs in the following sentences as action verbs or linking verbs, and write that above the verb. And then in the sentences that contain linking verbs, draw a circle around the predicate adjectives. So we're going to ignore the complements if it's an action verb. During our trip to San Francisco, we as the subject stayed with our friends at the Chungs. This is an action verb. During my stay, I grew very fond of Chinese cooking. Well, taste, feel, smell, sound. Let's see. Grew, became is taste, feel, smell. Yeah, taste, feel, smell, sound, look, appear, become, seem, grow, remain, stay. If I can replace this with a linking verb like become, then it's a linking verb. Otherwise, it's an action verb. I grew very fond of Chinese cooking. I became very fond of Chinese cooking. This is a linking verb. The different types of tea smelled fragrant. That's a linking verb as well. Taste, feel, smell, sound, look, appear, become, seem, grow, remain, stay. Tea was fragrant. Tea smelled fragrant. The tea did not actually have a nose to smell with, so therefore it's a linking verb. My sister tasted the bird's nest soup somewhat hesitantly. Well, she actually did taste. And if you changed it with a linking verb, like my sister was the bird's nest soup, it doesn't mean the same thing. So this is an action verb. According to our friends, we certainly looked funny. We were funny. We didn't look into something. That's a linking verb. Frogs, eels, and bamboo shoots, to the Western ears, these Chinese delicacies sound or are somewhat unusual. That's a linking verb. And then we've got to go back and circle all of our predicate and adjectives, don't we? We'll do that. Chinese cuisine seems welcome and pleasant for a change. Well, look, appear, become, seem it's a linking verb. And then some foods from China taste. The foods don't taste. So that's a linking verb as well. Let's go back to the top and circle all of our predicate adjectives if we encounter linking verbs. Action verb, no predicate adjective. Action verb, no predicate adjective. I grew fond. Let's see. Tea smelled fragrant. Sister tasted soup. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Soup is a noun. That's what was tasted. So that's an action verb. Messed it up. We looked funny. They sound somewhat unusual. Cuisine seems both welcome and pleasant. Foods taste sweet and sour. Okay, now we've already done these, so let's move on to our diagramming page. All right, so we've already diagrammed the first item. So let's look at number 2. Is that easier? I'm not sure that is. Tell you what, I'll fold it. This won't work for very long, but it'll work on the first one. There we go. Number 2. So, diagram all the words in the following sentences. We got a diagram everything, adjectives included. So, let's mark everything. Subject is dessert. Looked, tasted, both linking verbs. That's a conjunction. Delicious is a predicate adjective. This is adjective and adjective. Okay? So let's diagram it. We know we've got 2 linking verbs, so we're going to have to do that. And we know they share delicious as a predicate adjective, so we're going to have to come back down to there. And actually, we don't need dotted lines on this side. So that is our shape. I didn't mean for that to go through. All right, so dessert. We can do her, French. Her is capitalized because it starts the sentence. French is capitalized because it's a proper adjective. The conjunction is and. We've got a vertical line that goes through. Looked, tasted, delicious. Okay, that's it. I'll fold again and let's do number 3. So number 3, Kevin is healthy, seems tired. That's a conjunction. So we've got Kevin, one subject, one verb, two verbs, each having their own predicate adjective. So here's our shape. There's our subject. But is our conjunction. Kevin. Our two linking verbs are is and seems. Healthy, tired. Okay? All right, now let's do 4 over here. We made enough room. A place should be quiet, undisturbed. There's our conjunction. To pray is an infinitive describing place, and then a is an adjective or an article describing place. So let's do place, a place, to pray. Okay, and then we've got should be, and that is linking verb, quiet, undisturbed, and. Okay? Fold again. House, which house? The one to be renovated, is old, dilapidated. So this is an article describing house. To be renovated is an infinitive describing house. Looks just like this. And we've got 2 predicate adjectives. So this one's not very much different than the last one. The house to be renovated is, and then we've got old, dilapidated. 6 will go there. Father will be conscientious, strict. This is simple enough. We can go ahead and do our predicate adjectives here. Conscientious, strict. Father, A, caring, will be conscientious and strict. Oh, for those of you who are just learning, I should not make that look like it's attached, because really it should be like this. Okay. Another fold. Young and inexperienced drivers have become skillful and knowledgeable. Very little difference, even though there's a little more here. Let me sharpen this pencil. So we've got 1, 2, 3, extra conjunction in here. I'll show you how to do that. Then there's the subject. So drivers is the subject. Drivers have become, and then that's a linking verb. This is and. Don't want to be messy. Okay. Skillful, knowledgeable. Okay, so drivers have lots. So the young and inexperienced. The young and the young and inexperienced drivers have become skillful and knowledgeable. Let's see if I have room to do number 8 over here. I may. Let's just block number 9 for a second. The work, which work to be assigned? That's an infinitive describing work. That's an article adjective describing work. Must be comprehensive but simple. Okay. So we could probably do it. Number 8. Let's go way down here. Work. The work to be assigned must be the conjunction is but this time. Comprehensive, simple. 2 more. Struggling a bit with the fold. Okay. Number 9. Well, this one's simple. The athlete seemed was weary, so it's a linking verb. Weary, content. So that's 9. athlete seemed weary, content, joined by but, and I missed the at the beginning. Okay. And then the last one is number 10. Itinerant preachers. Itinerant means that they're only there for a short time. Preachers served several rural communities. Ha. Well, they're trying to trick us. It says diagram all the words in the following sentences. Everything has been linking verb until this. Preachers served several communities. Communities is a direct object. So we've got to do, this is not even the same type of diagramming. Well, so let's do it then. Preachers itinerant describes preachers. Served is an action verb. Who did they serve? Communities. Several. Rural. Itinerant preachers serve several rural communities. Haha, they thought they would get us, but they didn't. So there's all of our diagrams. Stop that share. Okay, well, that's all, and that was the last assignment, last grammar assignment of the year. So congratulations, you made it to the end. I love you a whole lot. Hope that you get everything done that you got to get done. You get all the credit you can get, that you can end with an A, and have a great summer. Miss you. We'll talk to you next time. Bye.